And we are recording. Let's see, what is it? Tuesday? No, Thursday.
Thursday.
It is June 21st, and CJ and DQ are going up for UPRT mission number 1. That camera is right behind your right shoulder. We're clear all around. Alright, I'm going to contact ground. Gateway ground upset 5, taxi north ramp, Gulf, VFR East.
Upset 5, gateway ground, runway 12 right, taxi Yankee, Echo Bravo, hold short of Golf on Bravo.
Taxi 12 right, Yankee Echo Bravo, hold short Golf on Bravo, upset 5. Right clear, left clear.
Gateway ground,
so there's a tail dragger for you, right? You can't see anything out the front. And so you end up taxiing like someone who's just come off of an ocean patrol, right? They don't have their land legs back. You're kind of weaving around.
Taxi Yankee Echo Golf, hold short of Golf and hold bay, Cessna 850.
Ground, Swift Flight 3222, ice ramp, we're ready for push and engine start.
We're going to do a 180 here, and then we're going to angle the airplane off and do our run up. It gets a little noisy. You might even get a light harmonic in the headset, but it won't last long, okay, CJ?
Sounds good. 95 Delta, compass rose next right.
Compass rose next right, 95 Delta. Thank you, we'll advise when finished.
95 Delta, roger.
And ground, Swift Flight 3222 is ready for push and engine start off the ice ramp.
So flight 3222, before you push, I have an amendment to your clearance.
Alright,
here comes our run up.
22, ready to copy.
So flight 3222, clear to the Yuma Airport via on departure, fly runway heading, radar vectors, Phoenix VOR, Kila Bend, J2, Bard, direct, maintain 4,000, expect 16,000, 3 minutes after departure, Phoenix departure frequency 124.9, squawk 4111.
Alright, Swift Flight 3222 is cleared to Yuma runway heading, vectors to the Phoenix VOR, Kila Bend.
Alright, everything's doing what it's supposed to do. That's always good news.
4,000, 6,000, 3 minutes.
Alright, let's check ourselves over. Make sure your harness is nice and snug up there for me, okay?
222, reback right,
I'm pretty sure you're not going anywhere. Nisa knows her job.
Push on up.
All good?
Yes, sir.
Alright, watch your knees for just a second, okay?
Alright.
Ailerons, elevators, and rudders are all good. Transponders set, radios are set where we need them. And takeoff brief. Alright. So, our takeoff here, the plan is to lift off and climb out straight ahead. Liftoff speed will be 75, climb out will be 110. If we experience a serious problem that requires a landing and we are below 2,200 feet indicated, we will land straight ahead. There's lots of good options out there. Once we reach 2,200, our plan will be to turn back to the airfield. There's multiple landing surfaces available here. We'll choose the one that lines up the best. If we have to do a forced landing, please do not open the canopy until both the airplane and the propeller are completely stopped. Any questions?
No questions.
All right.
Gateway Tower 2678, in the gap with information, Golf, full stop.
Actually, one question, sorry.
Sure.
The barometer, do you want to set this to?
Oh, set 1,380 feet.
32, clear for takeoff, flight straight out to 732.
Alright, got about 29.89.
Perfect.
3, remain this frequency.
Sunrise, taxiway, Charlie. Left Charlie 3, remain this frequency, 127.
2678, Gateway Tower, make right traffic, runway 12 right.
Right traffic, 12 right, 2678.
2662, right turn Johnson Range departure approved.
Johnson Range departure approved, 2662.
2621, traffic departs prior to arrival, Archer.
2621.
Gateway Tower upset 5, holding short Gulf, ready 12 right.
Upset 5, Gateway Tower, taxi via Golf, full turn 12 right.
Taxi via Gulf, hold short 12 right, upset 5.
740, extend downwind.
Left clear, right clear.
Heading downwind to 740.
Cleared to taxi, up to the hold short line. It'll cool off once we get up in the air.
Upset 5, runway 12 right, clear for takeoff, and left turn eastbound approved.
Clear for takeoff, 12 right, left turn east approved, upset 5. Left is clear, right is clear. Trim, fuel, boost pump, brakes, prop mixture are all checked and set. And are you ready to go?
Yes, sir.
All right, radio volume's coming up because it's going to get a little noisy. We are lined up. Here we go.
7127 Alpha Tango, runway 12 left, taxi via Charlie, Charlie 1.
Taxi via Charlie, Charlie 1, 127. 12 left, Charlie, Charlie 1 to 127.
40, right base approved. Change 2, runway 12 center, runway 12 center, clear stop and go.
12 center, clear for stop and go through 740.
Alright, we're climbing away, engines working.
Upset 5, make early left turn.
In the turn, upset 5.
Gateway tower upset 4, holding short of golf on Bravo.
Upset 4, gateway tower, taxi via golf, hold short, runway 12 right.
Hold short of 1 right on golf, upset 4.
There's an Archer on our right, a Diamond below us on the left, no conflict on either side.
Get right on 2621 going alone.
621, roger, make right traffic.
Make right traffic to 621.
Oxford 8624, traffic directly ahead and higher is an extra 300 eastbound.
I'm going to set climb power.
8624.
Gateway to Submission Hotels, current run is 12's in use, wind 130 at 9er, altimeter 29er, 89er. Upset 4, fly straight out, runway 12 right, clear for takeoff.
Alright.
Something got 1 right straight out, upset 4.
Whenever you're ready, you can come on the controls. Alright, you have control.
I have flight controls.
And it takes a few seconds to get used to. It's just so, like, twitchy.
Yes, as soon as I moved it.
Yeah, it's like a fingertip flyer. The more relaxed you can stay on the controls, the easier it is to fly.
Land 27's with you, 11 miles out for the visual on 2 right, enter midfield downwind.
Land 27, gateway tower, pattern altitude 3,100.
We're currently cleared to climb to 4,500.
3,100, left traffic, 12 right, Wildland 27.
2678,
Give me a gentle turn to the right, please.
12 right, clear to land 2678.
Oxford 8624, begin left crosswind. Disregard, I see you.
There you go, you can roll out right there.
Begin left crosswind, make left traffic, runway 12 left.
If your AI is closed, you can make sure it's open for now.
Alright.
Because you can't use
begin
it.
right crosswind, make right traffic.
Starting to turn now, 2621.
We'll get off of this frequency shortly.
2504 over the gap within formation, golf for stop and goes.
2504, gateway tower, make right traffic, runway 12 right.
Flight traffic, 12 right, 2504.
2621, say landing request to space.
Back to stop and goes for the rest of it, 2621.
2621, roger.
Alright, we're going to get off of that frequency. I've got a couple of radio calls to make. Southeast practice area upsets 4, 5, and 9. Operating east of the canal cement plant to the crop circle, 6 to 9,000 feet. Stall spins aerobatics for 3-5 minutes southeast. No answer. Alright, we'll go to company freak. And come right for me again, please.
Alright, sounds good.
DQ's airborne. And we're heading into the south. Yeah, just keep turning. I'll let you know when to roll out because you don't have a heading indicator up there.
Oh.
There, you can roll out right there for me. There's traffic left 930, a little bit high, about 3 miles. They're a little bit above us, but we're going to outclimb them, so we'll be okay.
Sounds good. Do you want to stop at 4-5?
No, actually, I was just about to say that. Keep climbing now. We're just clearing the first batch of airspace, so... Actually, just level off for a second right here. We're right on the edge. I don't want to give ATC something to talk about. And we're clear. You can continue climbing now. You push it up to full power while we're at it. Yeah, you push it all the way forward.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
Oh, full power?
Yep. And let's climb at 105 knots now. And our objective is to climb to 8,000 feet. Be nice and cool up there.
Sounds like a plan.
Alright, so you see, right? The field of view up there is fantastic, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
It's
Keep
like
finding myself looking to the right for some reason.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, it takes a little bit of getting used to. Like, the controls are really sensitive. It's a very responsive airplane. You're sitting up there in a tandem seating, so there's nobody beside you. You got this unlimited field of view. It takes some getting used to. So that's what this climb is largely intended to do. Let's do a gentle turn to the right, please.
All right.
Now, at some point in the near future, we will be covering the AI, so you're trying to build your external references as best you can, okay?
Okay.
You can roll out right there. Just keep the nose coming up. We'll just keep on climbing at 105. Starting to cool off nicely now.
Oh yeah, definitely.
DQ is in the south.
All right, I'll take the center.
Da, 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 da. Once we get up there at 8,000 feet, our objective is going to be to start off with a bit of a warm-up. So I'm going to have you do some turns, okay?
Sounds good.
Let's do another gentle clearing turn to the right. And you can roll out right there. I do have like a source of traffic info back here. It's an ADSBN receiver, which is obviously very useful. But, you know, mark one eyeball, right? So if you see anything that I haven't spoken about that's relatively close, please let me know, okay?
Sounds like a plan.
I'm going to set your power as you level off at 8,000 feet. There we go, power's going to come back. We'll set about 17, 18 inches. There we go. Oh, we'll give the airplane a moment to stabilize. And let's get you warmed up here. Let's do a 30-degree bank turn to the left, please. Now you can use the AI to help you set it and stuff, but then look for those external references. Pretty standard turn. We're used to using these all the time, aren't we?
Right.
And you can roll out right there. Alright, now let's go to the right, but this time let's go to 45 degrees of bank, okay?
Alright, sounds good.
Maintain 8,000 as best you can. You're going to find the load in the seat here. You'll start feeling it on this one, because you're going to need 1.4 G to maintain level in a 45-degree bank turn. The consequence of that means your angle of attack is increasing, your drag state is increasing, but more importantly, your stall speed is increasing. In a 45-degree bank turn, if we're maintaining level, our stall speed is increased by 20%. Very nice. You can roll out right there. And then just take a moment to stabilize again. And let's go left to 60 degrees of bank. Really feel the load on this one, because you're going to be pulling back to 2G to keep the nose up there on the horizon. This is within the limits of any airplane, including an airliner, but clearly passengers won't like it. The important thing is 42% increase to stall speed, and that is very significant. So we need to keep that in mind, okay? Yes, sir. Just hold the turn a little bit longer for me here. Very nice. Nicely done, CJ. You can roll out right there. Beautiful. All right, I have control.
Air flight control.
All right, doing well so far?
Yes, sir.
Not too cramped up there? It's kind of a small airport. DQ south.
Roger, I'll go to the northwest.
Yeah, it is a little cramped, isn't it?
It's not too bad.
All right, cool. Okay, so what we're going to do next here is I'm going to do a little AI demo for you here, okay?
Yep.
So I'm going to take the airplane through effectively a gentle wing over. We're going to reach 45 degrees of pitch and 90 degrees of bank, but it's very, very smooth and methodical, okay? So you can follow through with me on the controls.
All right.
And what I want you doing is comparing the AI with the outside world, okay?
Okay.
All right, so here we go. Nice, smooth pitch up. AI is transitioning fully into the blue, looking for about 45 degrees of pitch. Airplane's going to start to the right. We'll go into a knife edge. AI shows us in a knife edge with the nose coming through the horizon. Nose dips below the horizon as we smoothly roll back to wings level. We're now fully in the brown, and we'll bring the nose back up. And the AI has no problems keeping up with that, does it? Right. And that's one of the things we want people to understand. We don't typically get to see the AI in use outside of where we normally operate. But these instruments are extremely capable, and so typically they will continue to provide very reliable information in the realm of the upset, although we do want to, keep checking against performance instruments, okay?
Right.
All right, cool. You close the door on the AI now.
All right, door closed.
All right, next is going to be an adverse yaw demo. So, I'm going to go idle power, 80 knot glide. Okay, so there's no power inputs generating yaw, and I'm holding the rudders neutral, okay? Now look straight ahead at the horizon for me. I'm just going to start using the ailerons, a little bit left, a little bit right. Look at what develops. As we roll left, nose goes right. As we roll right, nose goes left. This is all drag created by the ailerons. Adverse yaw. If you look in the cockpit at the ball, you see the ball is all over the place, isn't it?
Yep.
The takeaway from this, CJ, is that the ball is a lag instrument. It is showing you old information. And so if you experience an upset and you start spending time trying to stabilize the ball, you're really wasting time, okay?
Right.
The most important thing to do with yaw with respect to an upset is as you do the angle of attack change in the push, just neutralize the rudders, okay? We're not trying to finesse the ball at this point. We're going to let it stabilize, so just neutralize the rudders, okay? Does that make sense? All right. Still feeling good?
Yeah, I'm all good.
All right. Turn away from the sun here. The next thing we're going to do, you've done slow flight before, yes?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we're going to do this a little different, okay? I'm going to set you up here, so we're not trying to maintain an altitude here.
Okay.
So you have control.
High flight controls.
You cannot move the power.
All right.
Okay? So by adjusting your pitch, I want you to slow us down to maintain 75 knots. There you go. So you're trading airspeed for altitude to help yourself slow down. That means you're increasing your angle of attack, so obviously we're getting to higher angles of attack closer to the stall. There you go, and just make slight adjustments now to stay at 75 knots. We're entering that region of reverse command. We know that if we were to be aggressive with the controls, it'd be fairly easy to induce a stall here.
Right.
But it is still a very smooth, controllable airplane, isn't it?
Yep.
This gives you a chance to get a feel for the airplane's handling characteristics at low speed. Let's do a gentle clearing turn to the left, maintain 75 knots. Very nice, and you can roll out right there. Awesome. Nicely done. So in effect what you're doing here to maintain airspeed is by adjusting your angle of attack, you're changing the drag state of the airplane. So you're actually controlling airspeed by changing drag through manipulations of the angle of attack. It's kind of a backwards way of flying to what we're used to. Okay?
Right.
Nicely done though. I have control.
Air flight controls.
All right. Well, let's move on to the stalls next, okay?
Okay.
So the thing about this is a couple of things. First off, remember the stall warning system has been deactivated, okay?
All right.
So we're not going to hear a warning tone. We're going to operate based on indications of a full stall. Now there's 4 of those. Do you remember what they are?
Buffeting.
Yep.
Able to arrest the descent.
Yep.
Loss of pitch control and loss of roll. Or no, roll.
Cool, good. I'm going to make one slight adjustment to what you said, okay?
Okay.
It's a lack of pitch authority and a lack of roll control, not a loss of, okay?
Gotcha.
So that means that there's a difference in the airplane handling, okay, where we can't, confidently understand what's going to happen with regards to pitch and roll. Good. Whichever one of those shows up first is going to be our indication to recover. And for our recovery, we're going to use the baseline strategy. Push, roll, power, stabilize. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Now, please understand, CJ, this is going to seem like an inefficient stall recovery, okay? And that's because we're not trying to minimize altitude loss or anything like that here. We're trying to learn the strategy, okay?
All right.
So we use a say and do technique. I want to hear the 4 words every time as we do the actions. So let me show you the first one, okay?
All right.
So you can follow through with me on the controls here.
Okay.
I'm going to put myself in a nice gentle turn. We're 7,800 feet. We're going to maintain that altitude as I bring the power back to idle. The bank will stay the same. The nose will slowly come up to stay at 7,800 until we feel the first indication of a full stall. There it is. Push. Roll. Power. Stabilize. And there's our attitude. So pitch and power set. Airspeed is stable. I'm showing a positive rate. Recovery is complete. Okay?
Sounds good.
Yeah, so it's just take your time with it, okay? There's no race here. There's nothing about being quick. Just disciplined, methodical application of those steps. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
All right. The airplane was friendly to me. It rolled to wings level during the stall, which was kind of nice. Let's see if it does the same for you.
All right.
You have control.
All right, my flight controls.
All right, so start off with just setting a nice gentle turn to the left. 20, 30 degrees of bank is fine. We'll take your best guess at it, and then bring the power back to idle. And we're just shy of 8,000 feet, so let's maintain this altitude, keeping the bank constant until you reach the stall. There it comes. There it is.
Push, roll, thrust, and stabilize.
Thank you for correcting me. I said power instead of thrust.
It's all good. So pitch and power set. Airspeed is constant, and I'm showing a climb. Recovery complete.
Perfect. I have control.
With your flight controls?
So that's right. You are familiar with the strategy because you've used it before.
A little bit.
And yeah, my bad for using power. It's just a force of habit. Yeah, thrust is the correct word. That's what you should be using. So I'm glad you did that on your own. Nice. Look, nice deliberate application of the strategy. Your push was good, okay? That was right around 0.6 on the G meter sort of thing. So that's what we're wanting to feel, that lightness in the seat.
Okay.
And then a deliberate roll. Thrust application was good and a nice deliberate stabilize. So let's do another one with a right-hand turn, please.
Sounds good.
You have control.
My flight controls. All right, so pull power back first, correct?
We're going to go idle power, yeah. Or idle thrust. I got to get used to this. There we go.
Push, roll, thrust, stabilize, pitch and power set, airspeed constant, showing a climb, recovery complete.
Very nice. Very nice. CJ, I have control.
Air flight controls?
Yeah, really, really nice and smooth on the controls. And again, nice push. You're getting a nice light in the seat sensation, and there's tremendous advantages to doing that. So that's actually working really, really well for you. One minor comment for you, okay?
Okay.
As you add the thrust, you are controlling the nose, but then it feels like you're starting to bring the nose up before the stabilize call out.
Okay.
So try to use the stabilize call out as an action word.
Got it.
You say that word as you start applying the load, okay? So just a minor adjustment, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
All right, those are good. Those are good. So let's move on to power on stalls, okay?
All right.
So follow through with me. I'll show you one of these.
Okay.
So this time we set a power setting. We're simulating. We took off. We leveled off at the first altitude assigned by ATC. We just set our power. And now they tell us we're cleared to climb. So we start bringing the nose up. They tell us to turn to intercept our outbound. So we're doing that. And then they give us a routing change or something so we become distracted. and we neglect to add power. So it's an inappropriate attitude for power setting. You can follow through with this if you like. I'm just going to hold the attitude until we encounter the full stall. There it goes. Push, roll, thrust, stabilize. There we go. Pitch and power set, airspeed stable, positive rate, recovery complete. All right. Any questions on that?
No, I'm good.
It's pretty straightforward. It's the same strategy. We just enter it from a slightly different condition, okay?
Right.
All right, so let me set power for you here. You have control.
All right, my flight controls.
And I'm going to have you start a climbing left turn. Leave the power where it is, please.
All right.
That's a good bank angle. Just bring the nose up a little higher. Right about there. Just hold this attitude.
Set, push, roll, thrust, stabilize. Power set, airspeed constant, and we're still on a climb. Recovery complete.
Very nice. Very nice.
That one caught me by surprise a little bit.
Yeah, well, I think it was just the push, right?
Yep.
Because you started coming out of your seat a little bit.
Yep.
And so that feels unnatural, and so it kind of gets in the way of our thought process, and that's very, very normal. Here, I have control.
Air flight controls.
That's basically a little bit of an introduction in how human factors can play a really big part in our behaviors when we're dealing with upsets. So we got to try to just sort of power through it, trust the process. You did do that. Your push was close to zero, so you were right around the weightlessness, okay?
Yep.
And then the roll was good, power was good, stabilize, again, the call out just a touch late, okay? But that's going to be easy for us to fix.
Gotcha.
All right. You have control.
All right, my flight controls.
Let's do another one to the left, please. Climbing left turn again. That's it. Bank is good. We just need a higher climb attitude. There you go, right about there.
Upset, push, roll, thrust, stabilize. Pitch and power set, airspeed is constant, going to climb, recovery complete.
All right, cool. I have control.
Air flight controls.
Yeah, the airplane's not being very nice to you, is it? It's trying to roll into the turn and dive away.
Right.
And look, these are the types of things that can happen, okay?
Yep.
Now, there's an instinctive reaction there that you did. I'm not sure if you're aware of it.
I did.
Yeah, you threw in the aileron right off the bat, didn't you?
Nope.
And look, that's a very, very natural instinctive reaction. We want to live, right?
Exactly.
I mean, it's pretty obvious. And so that's why it's important to do this stuff, okay? So you just need to keep trying to police yourself that the airplane is going somewhere that you don't like it, okay?
Right.
You don't like going there, but the correct, safe means of recovery is just follow the steps exactly the same way as when it's a very tame one, okay?
Gotcha.
So we're going to do one more with a climbing right turn, okay?
Sounds good.
You have control.
All right, my flight controls.
Leave the power where it is. That's it. That's a good bank angle. We just need more pitch, please. You can actually take a little bit of bank off.
All right.
There you go. Right about there is good.
How's the pitch?
Yeah, this is good.
Okay.
You're just going to hold this until we experience the full stall.
Upset, push, roll, thrust, stabilize. Pitch and power set. Airspeed constant. Going to climb. Recovery complete.
All right, I have control.
Air flight controls.
Very nice, very nice. It's, again, those instincts are strong, okay? So we're going to be working on those, okay? And you'll see that as you become more familiar with the all-latitude environment, it becomes easier to trust that it's going to work for you, okay?
Exactly.
All right, let me show you a couple of demos here now, okay?
I'll move my feet down real quick.
No, you can keep them up there. It's fine. It's fine. You can actually follow through with me if you like.
All right, sounds good.
This is going to be the two most common errors associated with stalls, okay?
All right.
The first one, people don't like stalls. And so when an airplane stalls, they will sometimes overreact to it, okay?
All right.
So that's going to be the first demo. I'm going to slow us down into the stall. We're going to overreact to it.
Okay.
There's the stall, so we overreact and we dump the nose. Fear of the ground is the next one. We pull aggressively, and the airplane stalls again. Push, roll, power, thrust, stabilize. That's going to take some practice for me. That's about 5,000 times the same power I got to overcome. All right, we'll keep working on that.
All right.
Now, here's the interesting bit though, right? It's easy to understand those reactions. We're nervous about the stall, so we push excessively. All we're doing is we're giving up altitude that didn't need to be lost, right?
Right.
We're scared of the ground. Very understandable, so we pull aggressively. But if we enter a secondary stall, it's going to cost us more altitude, isn't it?
Right.
So one of the key things to keep in mind, if you want to minimize altitude loss in a stall recovery, is to be disciplined with the changes that you apply with respect to angle of attack.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
All right. Feeling good?
Yes, sir.
Next is the sustained stall exercise, okay? So this is where we're going to take an airplane into a stall, and I'm going to keep it there, okay?
All right.
I'm doing this so that you can be exposed to all of the stall characteristics. So we will have buffeting, lack of pitch authority, lack of roll control, inability to arrest the rate of descent. The airplane will actually be quite dynamic, but it's particularly with regards to the roll axis, okay?
Okay.
I will be using the rudders a whole bunch to try to keep the wings level, okay? So you can just kind of follow through as you like.
Okay.
Just be ready for lots of rudder movements, okay?
Sounds good.
All right, so here we go. We're going to slow down here. Would you agree as we're slowing down through 80 knots, this is a stable, controllable airplane?
Yes, sir.
Here it is. Let's take it into the realm of the stall and let's see what happens there. As we reach the stall, stick's going to come all the way back and the rudder dance is going to begin. There it goes. See, the airplane's really unstable laterally. The nose is bobbing up and down. We've got a little bit of buffet. But here's the big kicker. Look at the airspeed. Right? We're way above stall. Here comes the push. Right there. All I did was change the angle of attack. Roll, thrust, stabilize. So the only thing we did was reduce the angle of attack, and we went from an airplane that's very unstable, very difficult to control, to a perfectly normal airplane, didn't we?
Yep.
Now, in the midst of that thing, right, picture, if you will, that DC-8 pilot. Right, so once you get into the stall, if you've missed the transition into the stall for whatever reason, and you find yourself pulling back on the controls, wrestling with your airplane to try to keep it under control, the only thing that typically we would rely on to tell us we're in a stall is the airspeed.
Okay.
But we were well above stall, weren't we?
Right.
And so that's the kicker. That's the thing that we need to understand, is that angle of attack is the key component, but stalls can be deceptively confusing. Okay?
Yep.
All right. Feeling good?
Yes, sir.
All right. Next one is the zoom maneuver, okay?
Okay.
This is kind of cool. So you can follow me through, and I'm going to show you the first one, okay? We're going to pitch up pretty steep here, okay?
Okay.
All right, so nose is going to come up to about 60 to 70 degrees of pitch. Right about there. We're getting nice and slow. Here comes the push, right there. We just went through, there goes stall speed. Look at this, I still have control of the airplane. I didn't get very slow on that one. We'll get yours a little bit slower, okay?
Yeah, all right.
All right, you have control.
My flight control.
Oh, that was my fault. My apologies. It's just because I was on the wrong fuel tank. Just give it a second. She'll come right back. All right, just lower the nose a little bit to accelerate. There we go. Start bringing the nose up now. And you're getting pretty steep here, okay? Just keep pitching up until I tell you to stop. A little bit more, a little bit more. Hold it right there. And push. There you go. Now try the ailerons out. You're below stall speed, but a very controllable platform, aren't you?
Right.
And that just helps us to understand why the push is so important. Okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, cool. Still feeling good?
Yes, sir.
I have control.
Your flight controls.
All right, so you've watched this video about the CFI spin thing, right?
Yeah.
The one-turn spin.
Yep.
Okay, now this is going to seem bizarre from a sensation point of view, okay?
Okay.
But we're going to do exactly what's on that video. So I'm going to go idle power. At 70 knots, I'm going to go through the cadence. Rudder, elevator, at about just shy of one turn, rudder, elevator. And then when the spin stops, rudder, neutral, recover. Okay, so let me just power up a little bit here so I can talk to you about this for a second.
Okay.
So I'm going to have you follow through with me, okay? Just so you can feel it as well as see it.
All right.
I just want to turn this around. There's an airplane at our 12 o'clock there, about 4 miles away. I don't want to scare them, really. Okay. All right, you all ready?
Yep.
Okay, so power comes back to idle at 70 knots. Right there, rudder, elevator, rudder, elevator, rudder neutral, recover. Okay?
Oh my God.
Like, it's not aggressive, right?
Right.
It's not like you're getting thrown around the cockpit or anything, but you're seeing attitudes that are very unfamiliar, aren't you?
Exactly.
Yeah. So you got to kind of make yourself a machine on this, okay?
Yep.
And so the cues are the words, and you just got to make sure you're using full deflection.
Okay.
So, you feeling okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, we're going to do it again, but this time I'm going to say the words, you're going to fly the controls, and I'll be just kind of ghosting along as needed, okay?
All right, so just to go through it real quick before we do
Yeah,
it.
so you're going to go rudder, so full left rudder,
Right.
elevator full aft, you're going to hold that, then I'm going to call rudder, you're going to go full right rudder, elevator's going to come forward until you feel light in the seat, and then I'm going to say rudder again, neutral this time, and then I'll say recover, and you'll just pull out of the dive.
All right.
Okay?
Right.
Yeah, you'll see. I'll be coaching you along, okay?
Got it.
All right, you can follow, you have control.
My flight controls.
And you can bring the power back to idle.
All right. Power idle.
So I'll do the call outs,
Okay.
and I'll be kind of pushing the controls along with you, okay?
Gotcha.
So just bring the nose up so we're slowing down. At 70 knots, we're going to start with full left rudder, full aft stick. Here comes 70. Here we go. Rudder, elevator. Rudder, elevator. Rudder, neutral, recover. That's the sequence. That's the whole cadence right there, okay?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you can bring the power back in now and start climbing away.
Full power.
It's kind of fascinating, isn't it?
It really is, man.
All right, let's do a right-hand turn, please, for airspace.
All right.
Here, aren't you have control for a second?
All right.
All right, so you got a little bit of a feel for it?
Yep.
All right, because I'd like to do it another time or two if we can.
Okay.
Just so that you can kind of chair fly the thing tonight, you know, so it makes more sense.
Right.
Just to increase the odds, if you will. Well, not really the odds, just to increase your confidence with it.
Gotcha.
For when we practice it and then when you do it tomorrow. All right, so this next time, it'll be the same thing. It'll be to the left again.
Okay.
Okay, and I'll do the call outs. I'll try to do less coaching on the controls, okay?
Okay.
You have control.
My flight controls.
Idle power, please. And it'll be left rudder again, because we'll do this one to the left.
All right.
Here we go. Rudder. Elevator. Rudder. Elevator. Rudder. Neutral. Recover. You got it, man. A little bit too aggressive there. We got a little bit of a secondary stall.
Yep.
And that's natural, because you're staring at the ground. You don't like that. That's normal.
Oh, man, that's incredible.
It's neat, isn't it?
It really is.
Yeah. All right. Let me see. Let's climb up.
All right.
And we'll do one more, and we'll do it to the right this time, okay?
Okay.
Exactly the same overall sequence, just right rudder for initial, okay?
I gotcha.
All right, so I'll leave this on you. When you're ready, you can go ahead and bring the power back to idle.
All right.
And again, I'll do the call outs for you.
All right, sounds good. All right, power idle.
There you go. right rudder this time at 70 knots.
All right. 70 knots.
Rudder, elevator, rudder, elevator, rudder, neutral, recover.
Beautiful.
Well done, CJ. That's awesome, man. Really, really good.
Thank you.
Cool. I have control.
Air flight control. Oh man, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's just like be a machine, right?
Right.
Just trust the process. Be a machine, and it works.
Yeah.
It's very, very effective.
That's awesome.
All right, so we're just about done here. You feeling okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's do an aileron roll, okay?
All right, sounds good.
Not for the purposes of doing aerobatics at air shows, okay?
Yep.
This is to understand an unloaded roll. So we're going to push to lighten the seat,
Okay.
and we're going to roll through 360 degrees.
Okay.
So follow me through the controls.
All right.
We have to ignore the horizon. So nose comes up nice and high, about there. I'm going to push till I'm lighten the seat, and I'm just going to roll. Lighten the seat all the way around. Now we can apply back pressure again. Does that make sense?
Yep.
All right, you have control.
All right, my flight control.
Do the same thing.
All right, so pull back. Push forward to lighten
Lighten the seat and start rolling. Stay light in the seat. Ignore the horizon. Stay light in the seat. Stay light in the seat. Now you can pull. There you go. That's your instincts again. I have control.
Air flight control.
I tell you what, you want to live, CJ. You got good, strong instincts. That's a good thing. It's a good thing. We just need to keep training them for reacting in the right way.
Right.
Fantastic. All right. Last thing is the loop.
Okay.
So this one, we're going to turn the airplane in a different axis. We're going to do it by pulling. We're only going to use 2.5 G, okay?
Okay.
The first half of the loop, it's about looking at our wingtips to understand our attitudes. Now, I saw you were already doing that when we did the zoom maneuver, so this will be pretty simple.
Okay.
You can follow through with me on the controls again.
All right.
I'm going to accelerate to 160 knots. Full power. And nice smooth pull to 2.5 G, which is right there. I'm watching my wingtips, looking at the rate of rotation and just keeping that constant all the way around. Here comes the horizon. We're looking straight ahead now. Now the stick here freezes until we reach 2.5 G, and then the stick actually starts coming forward. Otherwise, we can overstress the airplane, and that's very counterintuitive. Okay?
Yep.
You feeling okay?
Yep, all good.
You have control.
My flight control.
The speed's fine. Whenever you're ready, just go ahead, start pulling up. A little bit more, right there. That's the sensation you want. Now just maintain that rate of rotation. That's it. Little bit of back pressure, just a touch. There you go. Now the plane's going to start accelerating, so will the G. Keep the back pressure on there. 1.5, 2. There's 2.5. Now you're slowly releasing back pressure to maintain that feeling. Beautiful. Look at that. You just did a loop. All right, let's turn right, CJ.
All right.
We are done. DQ's RTB.
Copy RTB.
All right, I'll get you to tighten up the turn for me. And we're going to turn north, so we're following the canal. So you got about 110 degrees to go.
Okay.
I'm going to go get some weather. Yeah, just keep turning.
I see it.
A little bit more. There we go, and we're going to start a nice smooth descent right along the canal here, just off in the distance. And we'll start a nice gradual descent to 4,000 feet, please.
All right, sounds good.
You have ATIS information, India.
Come right about 20 degrees for me.
Gateway Tower ATIS information, India.
There's a number of airplanes left of us and low. Level off, please.
10. Visibility 10. Sky clear below 12,000.
We're just going to get by these guys. Stay at 5,500 for now.
Altimeter 2989er. Runway 12 in use. Expect visual approach. Runway 12 right. Turbojet aircraft expect runway 12 right for departure. No TAMs and advisories. Taxiway Kilo between Alpha and Bravo closed. closed. Use cation cranes in vicinity. VFR departures advise ground control direction of departure. Advise on initial contact. You have H's information, India.
India, runway 12. All right, you can continue the descent now. All right, we'll just let the airplane accelerate.
India, full stop.
Upset 4, Gateway Tower, make left traffic, runway 12 right, pattern altitude 3,100.
Left traffic, 12 right, 3,100, upset 4.
Gateway Tower, helicopter 252 Sierra Charlie is over the Supermall with India requesting Charlie pattern.
Helicopter 252 Sierra Charlie, Gateway Tower, enter left base for taxiway Charlie.
All right, one of our
helicopter 2 Sierra
company airplanes is off to our right. He'll be passing across our nose. Come right about 20 degrees again for me, please.
All right. Looking for that traffic.
Yeah, he's like 12 o'clock, 3 miles low. Just keep on descending. We're fine on this heading for now.
Okay.
Gateway Tower, upset 5 is approaching Rittenhouse, India, full stop.
Upset 5, Gateway Tower, make left traffic, runway 12 right, pattern altitude 3,100.
Left traffic, 12 right at 3,100, upset 5.
2740, turn right, taxiway hotel, contact ground.
Taxi via hotel.
Can reduce your power a little bit here?
2740.
There we go, that's good right there.
Okay.
And keep descending to 3,100. This is a good descent rate right here.
All right.
And you can come left towards the center of the airfield. It's over there on our left.
Okay.
Now the normal traffic pattern is 26, so you may see airplanes underneath us. That's fine.
Seminole 127 Alpha Tango, runway 12 right, clear to land.
12 right, clear to land. 127 up.
Yeah, that's a perfect heading right there. You see that big road bend just on the right side of the nose?
Yep.
Our downwind is going to be on the left side of that road bend, okay?
Okay.
Helicopter 252 Sierra Charlie, Gateway Tower, ident, contact Gateway Tower on 124.75.
Ident, contact Tower 124.75, 252 Sierra Charlie.
Our company traffic's going to show up here as they get out of the ground clutter. They're 2 miles away, they're fine.
Are they heading to the airport or away?
They're heading towards the airport.
Okay. Golf in the hold bay, ready
I'm going to start adding some power here as you level off.
2646, Gateway Tower, fly straight out, runway 12 right, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 2646.
Fly straight out, 2646.
2621, Gateway Tower, cross runway 12 center at Kilo, hold short, runway 12 right.
Cross 12 center, hold short, 12 right, 2621.
Upset 4, turn left, cross over the airport, make right traffic, runway 12 right. Left over the airfield, right traffic, 12 right, upset 4. Upset 5, follow company, cross over the airport, midfield, make right traffic, runway 12 right.
Behind company, we'll cross overhead midfield, right traffic, 12 right, upset 5. They're at your 12 o'clock right now, about 2 miles. Just keep flying straight ahead for now, CJ.
Okay.
You can see the extra straight ahead, 12 o'clock.
Yep, got him in sight.
Yeah. So we're going to fly just straight ahead here, and we'll turn to cross overhead the center of the airfield.
Okay, sounds good.
We'll just stay at 31
Gateway
throughout.
Tower, system 9222 Hotel is holding short golf in the hold bay, ready for departure.
Scott, 9222 Hotel, Gateway Tower, taxi via Golf, hold short, runway 12 right.
Taxi via Golf, hold short, 12 right, 9222 Hotel.
There you go, you can turn left now. And
Seminole 127 Alpha
we're
Tango,
comfortable up
change
to 45 degrees of bank, no concerns at all here.
Okay.
Change to runway 12 center, clear to land, 127 up.
Cessna 9222 Hotel, cross runway 12 right at Golf, hold short, runway 12 center.
Cross 12 right at Golf, hold short, 12 center, 9222 Hotel.
Upset 4, runway 12 right, clear to land.
Clear to land, 12 right, upset 4. Upset 4, traffic on
You
final
can come
position,
right to
parallel to Seminole.
Okay.
Upset 4. Upset 9er, correction, upset 5, number 2, follow company over the campus area, runway 12 right, clear to land.
Clear to land, 12 right, number 2 behind company in sight, upset 5.
2621 cross,
And
and
just keep
12 right
turning.
at Kilo, contact
Turns
ground.
good, fuel's good, boost pumps on, brakes are good.
Contact
Props coming all the way in.
21.
Mixture is going to full rich.
2729, Gateway Tower, you up?
2729 up.
2729,
You can
cross
bring the
runway
power
12
back to
center at
idle.
Kilo, hold short runway 12
And just
right.
started descending right turn.
Kilo, hold short 12 right, 2729.
There we go, we've killed off some of the energy. I'm going to crack your throttle to remove some drag. There we go. We've got good separation from them. And about 110 is good for this turning base like this.
Okay.
Before landing checks are complete, we are cleared to land, and they're just touching down now, so they'll be clear in time.
Gateway Tower, I take 5615. We're with you 5,000 feet to the northeast, entering for a left downwind midfield.
I take 5615, Gateway Tower, make left traffic, runway 12 right, pattern altitude 3,100.
Right, left traffic for 12
Looking
right,
good, CJ.
5615.
An airplane off to our left, no conflict.
802 November, Michael, wind short of Gulf and whole day ready for takeoff.
All right, I have control.
2646, contact tower 124.75.
All right, we're nice and stable here. We'll start bringing the touchdown point a little earlier.
124.75.
Runway's clearing as we speak.
Upset 4, turn right, taxiway hotel, contact ground.
Hotel, contact ground, upset 4.
Cessna 802 November, Mike, Gateway Tower, taxi via Golf, hold short, runway 12 right.
Via Golf, hold short 12 right, 802 November, Mike.
Gateway Tower, Seminole 127 Alpha Tango, can we get a taxi back to HT?
Seminole 127 Alpha Tango, turn right, taxiway Kilo, hold short, runway 12 right.
Right, taxiway Kilo, hold short 12 right, 127 Alpha Tango.
Brakes are good.
Cessna 902 22 Hotel, runway 12 center, line up and wait.
Right, 12 center, line up and wait, enter 222 Hotel.
Upset 5, turn right, taxiway hotel, contact ground.
Right on hotel, contact ground. Thanks, upset 5.
2729, cross runway 12 center at Kilo, contact.
Feels like somebody just turned a hairdryer on into this cockpit.
30 Kilo ground, good day, 2729.
Good day, Cessna 2 November, Mike, runway 12 right, full length liner from way traffic, inches of left downwind from the east, Embraer.
Gateway ground, upset 5, clearing on hotel.
Upset 5, Gateway ground, give way to the Archer off your left, taxi to Park Hotel Yankee.
Hotel Yankee to Park will give way to the Archer on our left, upset 5. Oh yeah, showing off with their door open.
Kilo, back.
Can't crank the open on them.
Bravo Hotel Yankee.
Bravo Hotel Yankee to Park, 2729, good day.
Okay. That's a 9370 Romeo, give way to the extra 300 ahead on Yankee. Runway 12.
That was trip number 1, CJ. That was well done.
That was great, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no, that was well done. That the CFI spin part went really well.
Thanks, man. It's trying to apply what I've seen, you know?
Yeah, exactly right. Exactly right. It's just that, you know, the sensations the first few times are like, whoa! But then once you get used to that sensation, it's just a mechanical sequence of events.
For sure. I definitely don't want to do it in, you know, real life, I guess.
yeah, for sure, right? You don't want something like that to occur unexpected.
Exactly, and it's also good that, you know, now seen it, so we know what it looks like, what to expect.
Exactly. And you'll see, by the time we finish all 3 missions, you become much more comfortable. And we're racing a fuel truck here, we'll just keep an eye on him. That Archer has turned.
Yep.
You'll find yourself so much more comfortable in the environment that it's easier to stay calm.
Right.
Romeo.
Thank you.
Like you said, the first instinct is like, man, pull back. Pull back.
yeah, for sure. Ailerons and back pressure, that's the biggest threats that we have. But, I mean, like, what are we going to do, right? We're going to react instinctively based on what we have in our past database, if you will, from a knowledge perspective.
Right.
So it's very, very normal to think that that's what our instincts are going to be. So what we're going to do here, we're going to taxi back in. When the airplane comes to a complete stop, that's going to be your cue to unstrap. Okay? When you unstrap from the parachute as well.
Okay.
It's a lot easier to climb out without the 20-pound backpack on you, okay? I think tomorrow for your first flight, we're going to try you without a cushion. Okay?
That sounds good.
Just to give you a little bit more head clearance. Especially since the next mission, we're supposed to try to do the inverted flight. And I just don't want you to accidentally bonk your head.
Understandable.
All right, we're entering the non-movement zone. We'll change our radios over.
India.
Any traffic or people around us, it's all clear. Camera's coming off.